The Kimber Stainless Ultra Raptor 2. One of my favorites in the collection. I haven't shown this one to you in the past, and I really want to do a nice detailed review to show you the features of this gun and why it may be good for you in your personal concealed carry or home carry, whatever you wish. This gun is a sweet package. Now, the first thing that comes to people's mind when they think of Kimber, they think of price. They're expensive. This one happens to be around $1,400. I'm going to justify that price in this video. As a matter of fact, I'll say this right up front. I will put this up against some of the guns I paid $3,000 or more for, like the Ed Browns and other custom 1911s I have, toe to toe. And I tell you what, the Kimber stands right there with them. This Kimber, it is called the Stainless Ultra Raptor 2, but I want to make a point that the frame is aluminum. So be careful when you're purchasing the 7 different Raptors in the series. When you're purchasing one of the Raptors, just because it says the word stainless doesn't mean it has a stainless steel frame. This has an aluminum frame, which makes it ultra light, a beautiful package. We're going to do some really close, high-def close-ups on the gun and just relaxingly talk about the features of this gun, which has over 1,000 rounds through it now. Sit back, relax, and this might be something you want. I'm sorry if it's going to cost you some money. The Stainless Ultra Raptor 2 from Kimber. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. This Kimber is a $1,400 gun. A lot of people get gravitated towards expensive guns and then they want to do research on it to evaluate to see if it's worth it. I spoke about Kimbers in the past, not this one in particular, but I do say they are worth it. And I'm open to all different manufacturers. As you know, I've done hundreds of videos on dozens of different manufacturers and I like them all. I have this in my collection for these specific reasons. This Stainless Ultra Raptor 2, which by the way, as I mentioned in my intro, on the slide here it says, as you can see, please zoom in there, Tammy, Stainless Ultra Raptor 2. Okay, now when you're looking at one of the 7 different Raptors that are available from Kimber, the name can be deceiving. For instance, please take a look at this 4-inch. I have pretty much the whole series of Raptors. Stainless Pro Raptor 2. This gun is completely stainless, meaning the slide and the frame. The frame is stainless. On the feature of this video, Stainless Ultra Raptor 2, the frame is aluminum, which makes it extremely lightweight. Hence the word ultra. It's ultra light, it's ultra small, it's a 3-inch barrel. It's excellent for concealed carry. So it has an aluminum frame, which is hard as nails and as light as a feather. American made, Yonkers, New York. Let's talk about some of the features of this gun and what makes it so special. We know the beauty's there. It's hard to dispute that this is one of the prettiest, sexiest 1911s made. Let's take a look at both sides from the custom shop. As you can see, please take a nice zoom in on that. You've got the Kimber logo here, and the slide finish will not wear. I promise you, I've got over 1,000 rounds through this, and all the Kimbers that have this satin stainless finish, it will not wear. If it's got a bluing on a Kimber, the bluing will show some wear. That's a different story, different gun. But when you have a look like this, it holds up real well, very similar to a SIG. Now, let's talk about some other things on the gun. First of all, we can jump right into the night sights. We have tritium night sights. That adds price to this gun. 3-dot night sights, and if I shut the lights off right now, which I'm not going to do, but these things glow in the dark. And to me, high quality night sights on a concealed carry gun is a must. That's like one of the most important features on a gun that I carry is the good night sights. Let's talk about the barrel. Short, 3-inch barrel. All my guns are safety checked, of course. Full length guide rod. But please zoom in right here, Tammy, and look at this barrel here. It's a match grade, ramped, 3-inch, bushingless, and what I want to focus on is it's a bull barrel. Hence the word bull, like strong. Strong as a bull, thick and strong. It helps with heating and accuracy. This gun is like a nail driver. I mean, it is so accurate. It's definitely more accurate than any of us. You will hit what you're aiming at. Let's talk about the trigger, okay? The trigger on this gun is also very special. As you can see, it is skeletonized. It's aluminum to save weight, and it's a very light trigger. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Please zoom in on my index finger right here. There's no play, right? See that? No play. Look at the hammer. Bang. Like 4 pounds. This is a sweet trigger. Let's talk about the hammer since we just looked at the hammer drop. The hammer is skeletonized, so you can get a good grip on it if you had to pull it back. Very nice. Let's talk about the mag release. It really protrudes out a lot, and this is kind of neat. You know, I mean, you can see there how much it protrudes out, and the mag will drop right out. And talking about the mag, a lot of people say, well, the Kimber mags are okay. What I do is, yes, I do get Wilson Combat mags for all my Kimbers, but I will say that the Kimbers, they're good. What I do is, you do have to break these guns in for approximately 150 rounds before you conceal it. Why is that? Why would you think that you have to buy a $1,400 gun and then shoot 150 rounds for it not to have a malfunction? Well, the answer is that the tolerances are so tight. Let me finish my thought on this mag release. Look at the other side right here, please. Zoom in, and when I push the mag release, you can see how that part comes out. It's kind of neat. And the mag just drops right out in this 7+1 package. So the tolerances are very tight. In the beginning of the video, please zoom in real close here, I spoke about how I would put this up against my $3,000 Ed Brown's, and I have other custom 1911s, not to mention names, that I would put this up against toe to toe, and I know that it will do the same job and be just as accurate, just as durable, and stand the test of time, just like an Ed Brown, a $3,000 gun, and this is $1,400. So you want to put the 150 rounds through it to loosen it up a little bit, so to speak. As a matter of fact, if you did buy like an Ed Brown for $3,000, it's well known that these quality companies like Les Baer or Wilson Combat, they're going to shoot 150 rounds right there at their factory before they even ship them out. They're going to loosen it up a little bit for you. You want tight tolerances, in my opinion, on a 1911. Now, some of you might differ, and that's what we're all here for, is to talk about it on the comment section right here, and also please talk about it on weaponseducation.net on our gun forum. Now let's talk about the serrations on the gun and the beauty and the sexiness of it. The serrations on this gun, I think there's only one other gun I can compare it to, and that's the Smith & Wesson E-Class series. I've done reviews on that. I love that gun. Totally different gun. That's a scandium frame 1911 from Smith. Excellent, but it's a very sexy looking gun. What you're paying for when you're looking at a $1,400 gun, besides the excellent barrel, the excellent quality of all the steel, and you're looking at these serrations here. This is not the norm on serrations to rack a slide. You look at the front of the grip here, the scalloping. That is not the norm. So you pay extra for that. You look at the front of the trigger here. It's got some lines down there, and it's, I call serrated. You look at the top of the barrel, and it's got the scalloping there to reduce glare. That is not the norm. So it does a couple of things. It makes the gun look better, but it also makes it function better. I also want to mention that this is an ambi gun. So I do carry all my 1911s cocked and locked. So whether you're righty or lefty, you want to cock your gun, lock it, and put it in your holster. And I'll show you the holster system I use here momentarily. And it is ambi. It comes that way. The stainless Ultra Raptor 2. Of all the different Raptors, for concealment, this 3-inch package might be the one for you. It's lightweight, aluminum frame. It's got the ambi, which, you know, a lot of people say, well, most people are righty, 90% of the people are righty, saying, well, you know, that doesn't make a big difference to me if it's ambi. Well, it should, because what if you injured your right arm, your right hand? What if you injured your right index finger? You're in a situation and you need to shoot lefty, which you should practice shooting lefty, by the way. It's good to have options, and I do like to have dual safeties on 1911s. And of course, we have the nice beaver tail. It fits nice in your hand. And you have the grip here, which is the safety also, the safety on the back of the grip. Very nice package. One of the things, when you walk into a gun shop and you see this live, that really sticks out is, Tammy, please zoom in real close right here on these grips. Now these are what's called zebra wood grips, scaled zebra wood grips with the Kimber logo in it. And to tell you what zebra wood is, it's a special exotic wood that comes from Central Africa. So it's really one of the things that catches most people's eyes first when they look at one of these Raptors, or the grips. And they, you know, they come in different shades. It's kind of like granite. There's no two granites that are alike in the world. And with the wood, there's no two shades of wood that are alike. So on this Raptor, this one's a little darker, you know, than this 4-inch Raptor. That one's much lighter. So, and this one's like darker on one side than the other. So, you know, take a look at the grips when you're picking up the Raptor. If you can put 2 or 3 side by side, if you have that opportunity, get the grips that suit you the best, because they're just beautifully eye-catching. The other thing I want to mention is the ease of carrying this concealed. You know, I have my own personal custom holster line, which I'm going to make a bold statement and actually say that I honestly think my leather holsters, which I helped develop, they're hand-stitched in Texas. The gauge is the thickest gauge leather I know of any custom holster line out there, and I will put the link below for you to scoop up one of these holsters. But when you put this on your belt, it stays very close to your body. It's very lightweight. At 25 ounces, this gun, it's like not even being there. And this is a great way to conceal. It doesn't take too much to cover it up. Just throw a shirt over it, and you've got a 45 cal with this incredible bold barrel, high quality, match grade barrel, 4-pound trigger. It almost feels like a full automatic once you start shooting this gun. You can go through 7 rounds in 2-3 seconds. Really a sweet package. Keep your mind open to the price of $1,400. I know a lot of people will say, well, I can buy 2 of these or 3 of these for the same price of 1 of these. But I do like to also bring you options of high quality, beauty to your eyes, and make you aware of an aluminum frame with a steel slide, make you aware that some frames are full stainless with a similar name, make you aware that Kimber is American made, and let me know what you think of 1911s as a whole. This is the whole complete package here. There's really not much you have to do to this gun except shoot it and practice with it. I think you'll be happy with your Kimber purchase. And please subscribe and please tell a friend. I really do appreciate the kind comments on this channel, and I really appreciate the fact that everyone shares my videos and helps me grow the channel. It's what keeps me motivated to do these videos at this time of the night. It's actually very late right now. And I just wish everybody could get one of these in their arsenal. And I do fight for the Second Amendment. I'm an NRA representative, recruiter, and I'm there for you guys. Let me know what you think of this gorgeous Kimber. Pick one up if you can. If you got one, any Kimber for that matter, let's talk about it. Any 1911 you have, let's talk about it. Thank you for your time. You're very kind and nice. My name is Tom. Tammy, my wife, always helps me record. I thank you, Tammy, and check it out. Until next time. Bye-bye.